Hi guys! As you all know, today is the 31st of May, which means it's the last day of the AAPI month, which stands for Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. I wanted to talk about my experience as an Asian American scientist and an entrepreneur, and also would like to speak to some of the Asian American scientists in the field about their experiences. My interest in science began at a very young age. I was always interested in studying science. I studied science and then came over here to the US and pursued a PhD in pharmacology and neuroscience. After getting a PhD in pharmacology, I worked at Stanford in the Department of Dermatology and continued to work in biotech in the field of drug discovery and drug development. As you can see, most of my career I worked as a pharmaceutical scientist. It was just recently that I became interested in an alternative form of medicine, and I started studying Ayurveda, which is an holistic way of treating the mind, body, and soul. I started studying Ayurveda. It was a lot of hard work, but I'm about to become an Ayurvedic practitioner. I'm very happy about it, that I followed my dreams. Ayurveda is a callback to my Indian American heritage, and it made me realize and recognize a number of traditions and cultural values from the days back in India. Today, I would like to celebrate those contributions and values as an Asian American. I'm going to speak to my friend and fellow scientist, Akira Yamamoto, about his experiences as an Asian American scientist. This is Akira Yamamoto. He's a scientist, a material science engineer. He's a great scientist, and I would like to know your journey from Japan to US, Akira.
Yes, my name is Akira Yamamoto. I was kept working in the Japanese company for more than about 20 years, and I was doing mostly science, but in the Japanese company, people just having a different culture in working environment, which is now it's a little getting changed a little bit, but used to be people just working for one company for a couple of decades, and the Japanese working environment is, I believe, still they are doing some sort of the creating generalist, which is, people just don't go one thing for more couple of decades. Just no, it's not really. The people just working at the same company and doing a lot of jobs, different type of the jobs or professions. So that's a different from US. So, and I am a little more interested in a different type of the working environment, because I was working at the same company for 20 years and little gets bored. And I saw my career at the end. So in the future, so I wanted to build or reset of my career, rebuild the career in the US.
Yeah, that's
yes.
True.
I want to challenge my professional careers in the States as well. So, and I picked the Silicon Valley and come to Silicon Valley, and it's already past more than 10 years.
Great, that's nice. So did you find the challenge here, Akira?
Yes, so everything in the States is challenging to me. Everything is challenging. Even the language, even the different working culture, working ethics.
Agree.
The what you call the corporate dynamics, or what you call the working dynamics. So everything is different, and everything is kind of it's still, I feel, culture shock.
But it's getting better, right? You're getting adjusted.
Well, yeah, I think sometimes I go with flow, because I'm not really familiar with the American working culture. So, but I realize that it's more, I have to fight against me and also fight against my it's not fighting, it's just I always has to challenge to the working environment, myself, and also my new career. So how did my heritage coming from India shape me as a scientist? I came from India with a treasure of knowledge about spices and herbs, and that eventually led me to Ayurveda. So now I ask Akira
how his heritage actually shaped him as a scientist.
You feel your heritage coming from Japan, has that helped you, shaped you?
Yes, because in the science field, any type of the science, the things moving very fast right now. The old knowledge is no longer valuable. People has to keep updating and learn new things, and just also the skill sets should be updated every day. So that's why it always has to ask some more knowledgeable people, networking, and get more information. That's very important.
Does that heritage from Japan, has that supported your journey as a scientist here?
In the incubation period of the science culture in Japan, so I think we have a very more helping each other, the mindset, even in the science. But the Japanese, probably in the Asian culture, is more like a share. But again, so the scientists is basically helping each other. That's their basic mindset. Because the scientists knew the only one person cannot do anything. So people just consolidate all the knowledge, put together, and work together. That's the kind of driving force of the science. So, and Japan still having that type of the mindset, and also basically Japanese culture is probably a part of Asian culture. I think more kind of a science community is more the people having a more associating each other. So that's probably the great heritage.
So the advice that I would give to any young Asian American scientist or entrepreneur is be patient, work hard, and be open-minded. What I mean by being open-minded is that there's a lot to learn and there's a lot to explore. Try to find good mentors who can show you the path and who can relate to your struggles.
So, as a final thought, Akira, do you have any advice to give young Asian American scientists?
So my advice to that, my answer to that question is just keep looking for or keep contacting some more senior scientists in the Asian community or any type of the science community, just to keep knocking the door and asking their question. I always advise my young high school kids doing that.
Yeah. So it goes back to, again, the same thing, being proactive, and you'll get what you ask for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, just to keep knocking the door, contact everybody, more advanced scientists.
Thank you, Akira.
Likewise. Thank you very much.
With that, I would like to thank everyone who's watching and wish you all a happy end of May. This is an important month to celebrate for many of us, and I love getting to share my journey with you all as well as my friends. Thanks for watching.